Time now for the Beer Chill Morning News on this Wednesday morning, December 23rd, 2015. And good morning to you all. This lovely Wednesday morning, December 23rd, 2015. Here are your news and I. Here on this Wednesday morning, here at top story at 8:30 is in Washington, where Ted Cruz obtained new ammunition on Tuesday to shoot at his favorite bogeyman. The mainstream media as a Washington Post depicted his two young daughters as Mike Eli characters during the minute of their father. Ever since Donald Trump called for a total complete ban of Muslims under the United States, many people have declared the idea of excluding people from the country just because of their religion. Paris, French authorities said that the man suspected to be headed to Miss at a French gas station in June has committed suicide in his prison cell. Baghdad, Iraq sent battalions reinforcements on Wednesday to secure neighborhoods and Ramadi were captured from the Islamic State as soldiers continue the defensive for a second day to try to take full control of the city. Door panel saves men buried 67 hours in China landslide. Russian air strikes killed 200 civilians in Syria, according to Amnesty. Istanbul, an overnight explosion at an airport in Istanbul killed one person and damaged three planes hundreds of meters apart. Turkish media said triggered a security alert as 40 days sought to determine if a bomb was responsible. 3 Israelis were injured Wednesday to stab a rampage outside of Jerusalem's Old City. Police said a pair of knife-wielding Palestinians attacked Jewish pedestrians outside of the city's traffic gate. Police spokeswoman Loma Sabri said. Dubai, Iranian Foreign Minister Mohammed Javad Zarif said on Wednesday a new U.S. law put in visa restrictions on Iranians and those who visited the Redwood if a permanent breach of nuclear deal tried to strike with the world powers early this year. Black Lives Matter Minneapolis activists said North Minneapolis that can't been hold up in a banner printed with artist Peter Sazaxi's printed tools. Kentucky clerk in same-sex marriage appointed Kid Davis has at least one thing in common with her biggest detractors. They both think she's lousy at marriage. People visited a makeshift memorial on the Las Vegas Strip on Tuesday, 2 days after a car planted in the comprised of pedestrians as a witness McCann's Vegas Strip Remington was aghast the whole way. Willis stayed here. Durst coming to California murder charge. Washington, U.S. economy good at a fairly healthy clip in the third quarter as strong consumer business spending offset efforts by business reduced and inventory cut and scored as results in spite of raft of headwinds. There's a probably a cheaper version of fancy razors, soap shirts, and adjusted a few hours down in the men's section and main reason it costs less because it's aimed at guys. London, global demand for OPEC crude will be lower than 2020 in the next year supply from revels proves more resilient than expected to potentially fuel the debate on the merits of a strategy to let prices fall to hurt or for producers. Called in the case of attempted fate of instant carbon the Cosmos inevitable revenge when Martin Shkreli, the hip up loving drug price inflated biotech executive was arrested and died at perp walked on December 17th. Alright, look at that stocks here today now, up 165.65 points at $17,417.27. S&P 500 up 72 points at 203.97, and Nasdaq 32.19 points up at 5,001.11. Here. China's Jade Weber rover finds curious substance under the moon as a compensation of volcano Luroth can say something about the history of the moon. Launch related possible cancellation of the NASA next month slender should affect the agency's other activities at the Red Planet going forward, officials say. Scientists warned John Cummings may pose huge threats to Earth, our planet. May not exactly out of the woods as far as the chance of coming in is concerned. Syria's next Director General of LHC and hopes for international. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil health officials are dishing out some unusual advances these days. Don't get pregnant, that's a message from would-be parents, especially in countries northeast after officials linked a mosquito-borne virus. Babies born with a low birth rate are regularly held by the mother's skin-to-skin or kangaroo style may have a lower risk of dying prematurely according to LS and previous research. So the United States is Keytruda, it was shown that it's ability to fight lung cancer better than chemotherapy. In a quest to become parents, most infertile couples have to go in vital fertilization must come with a tough decision. Peter Chill News High, Make 34, time out for spot report here. Last night, the Boston Bruins got blanked by the St. Louis Blues, stood up here, and the North Lancers girls varsity basketball put up a good fight against the Dover Sherburne Raiders before falling short 46-45. the Boston Celtics will be at the shot knockout tonight at 7 o'clock. Taking on the Charlotte Hornets. Maybe it is according to the Los Angeles Lakers star Kobe Bryant has been playing like an all-star since he announced retirement. He comes up clutch and leads Lakers to a comeback win over the Denver Nuggets 111-107. Cam Newton moves up Auburn's Pro Bowl ladder. Tuukka Rask says the Bruins to the Denver loss and the Blues to the Nuggets Garden in their final game for holiday Wooded Christmas says he's feeling optimistic entering the holiday break. Peter Chelduzab is now 8:36 here. Time now for Ace. Trevor report on this. Wednesday morning. Let's take a look at the out where Route 4 to the north outside the next one around. Route 1 to North Kingstown is so expected delays here. 95 and a southbound side, it's a little slow around. Route 120 to Cantoneer. Route 3 to the northbound side, so for the next period of Marshfield Stretch. Student accident on Route 3 to the northbound side. Around. Between Route 14 and Route 139, Marshfield, so expect some delays here. Route 3 to the southbound side, so from 62 in Burlington to Route 128 in Burlington here. Route 2 and Route 128, a little slow here. Around the Lexington stretch here. 128 on the northbound side, going to next one after Route 128 out of Wakefield, so expect the delays here. Route 9 on the eastbound side, it is an accident before Oak Street and Wellesley, so expect some delays at the Natick-Wellesley stretch here. 195 on the northbound side, we're going to get an accident here before Route 93 up in Andover, so expect some delays here. But otherwise, a smooth sailing commute on the highways and byways and wing on this Wednesday morning here, and we got an accident on 495 northbound before Route 95 in Mansfield here. Okay, look at MBTA alerts here. Red line expensive minor southbound lane through stable train. Commuter rail. Break line train 708, 708 minutes operated 15-20 minutes beyond schedule between Hyde Park and South Station due to Amtrak train interference. Here. Providence train 808, 637 inbound is operated 23.5 minutes beyond schedule between Runkles and South Station due to train traffic. And Providence line train 803, 728 from outbound is operated 15-20 minutes late beyond. Canton Junction Station, Wickford Junction due to late turn equipment. Here. Needham train 604, 7:30 inbound with the board. Passengers of West Boxman passengers should take train 606 in the stop station here. Ferries are looking good here. And the Nautilus boys varsity basketball team has quick sports note before the weather. The Nautilus boys varsity basketball team last night fall to Dover Sherman 38-28. Peter Chelduzab is out 8:39 here. Time off a weather report here. Dense fog rise effect from until 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time this morning. The location, southeastern Massachusetts, by the National Weather Service and taught the Institute of Dense fog rise, which is effective until 10 a.m. this morning. Location, southeastern Massachusetts, visibility is 1/4 mile less than times. Time and dense fog is possible down from mid-morning. Impacts visibility at the 1/4 mile will result in hazardous traffic conditions. Use low beams and slow down when driving. And day 2 of 7 Thursday, Tuesday. No hazard weather expected at the time. Here. Okay, 7-day forecast close access by today. Rain likely may after 4 p.m. Punchbog before 10 a.m. Morning. Punchbog up to 4 p.m. Omaha's Cascade about 57 degrees. And light variable wind. Chest pace is 6%. New person about today the time quarter inch possible. Tonight, showers possibly at thunderstorm maybe before 4 a.m. Tonight, chance of showers and thunderstorms after 4 a.m. Petrify lower at 55 degrees in east, wind about 6 to 8 miles coming to south after midnight. Here, chance of is 1%. New rainfall about half to 3/4 inch possible. Thursday, chance of showers maybe before 7 a.m. Petrify before 10 a.m. Watts. Clouds have 69 degrees and southwest about 9 miles an hour. Anticipation 30%. Thursday night, Petrify after 4 a.m. Watts. Clouds the ground become a punk clouds about 52 degrees and southwest about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Here. Christmas Day, slight chance of showers after 3 p.m. Petrify before 7 a.m. Watts. Punt South got about 62 degrees and west about 5 miles. Anticipation 20%. Friday night, chance of showers maybe before between 7 p.m. and 3 a.m. Most got about 42 degrees and chest space is 30%. Saturday, chance of showers after 9 a.m. Most got about 49 degrees and chest space is 40%. Saturday night, showers like maybe between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. Clouds got about 42 degrees and chest space is 6%. Sunday, chance of showers before 5 p.m. Clouds got about 58 degrees and chest space is 40%. Sunday night, most clouds got about 32 degrees. Monday, chance of rain and snow. Most clouds got about 39 to about 29 degrees. Chance space is 40%, and for Tuesday, chance of rain and snow. Clouds got about 49 degrees and chance space is 50%. Currently in Dalton, it's 43 degrees with foggy skies, humidity of 93%. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Wednesday morning, December 23rd, 2015. Here, Peter, we hope you have a good morning and a good positive. You know, see you at 11 a.m. for 11 a.m. report.